magical star beings, this is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at how you take their breath away for the person on your mind. So take a look at all the three piles we have with the person on your mind and see which one you're most drawn to. Please be aware this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm now going to show you crystals for each pile. So for pile number 1, we have this pendulum. I think it's Opalite. And we have the card Dreaming. For pile number 2, we have Tiger's Eye. And we have the card Truth. And for pile number 3, we have Sodalite. And we have Re-Energize. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Opalite pendulum and the Dreaming card from the Messages from Mermaids Oracle deck, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and how you take their breath away. So I feel a very dreamy, ethereal energy from this pile. I feel your energy feels very peaceful, very light, and very flowy. And I'm clairvoyantly seeing an image of a person swim with a dolphin and then be like, hey, look at me, and then do a backflip with a dolphin. And then there's like this kind of playful energies. And dolphins represent that kind of wisdom, but also playful energy. You know, when I think of dolphins, I think of a very playful, childlike, youthful, wondrous energy. And it's not in a bad way, but I feel like this is something that takes their breath away because there's something very youthful about you and your energy, and maybe even in the way that you look. Very serene and peaceful and flowy, but then at the same time, like very playful, light-hearted, friendly. I think there's something about you that just feels very free-spirited too. You're also seen to be by your person someone that is a dreamer, someone that dreams big. And I feel as you dream big and reach for your goals, since you chose the Opalite pendulum, I feel like you're also quite intuitive. You're very connected to your intuition. I see like a lunar energy with this pile. And I feel, you trust your intuition, and those intuitive dreams are given to you for a reason from your higher self and your future self for you to follow. And then when you follow that intuition and it turns out great and it turns out better than what is expected, that blows this person's mind away, that takes their breath away, because you're someone that dreams big, but then you also trust and follow your intuition, even if we don't see any physical signs of yes, this is going to work out. You kind of surrender and trust your intuition and follow your intuition and take a leap of faith towards that. So Opalite is actually a business stone, and it encourages success in all endeavors. So I feel like you follow your intuition and then you're successful in all your endeavors. It also stabilizes mood swings and helps overcome tiredness. Facing your fears and accepting change, that's what it helps with in manifestation. So you could embody that energy where, although you're quite dreamy and you send this person to this kind of head in the cloud state, you may be the type of person that hasn't your heads in the clouds, or like you're just very dreamy. You have that essence to you, that very celestial essence to you, but then at the same time, you're someone that's very emotionally stable. Although there is that dreaminess, there is also that energy of like facing your fears and taking action towards your dreams. It's not just dreaming, but taking action towards it. And also being open to the change, flowing with the change. So allowing that change to kind of flow into your life. And this is what this person sees about you. That's how you take their breath away. So let's take a look at the rest of your cards. Please be reminded, this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I just saw 444 on the timer, so beautiful confirmation. 444 relates to this kind of energy of protection and safety. So I feel like you make this person feel safe, and you or this person may be very protective over one another, or both of you may be. I was watching reels before I started this reading, and it was like this lioness stretching in front of the other lion, like before I started, and it was playing that song, like, that boy is mine. So maybe you're very protective over your person, or maybe they're very protective over you. And look here, empathetic starseed. So there's a very empathetic energy here that blows their mind. Because I feel like you're very intuitive. You just know things. That takes their breath away. But also, if you are protective over them, that too. So spirit guides, or if they are protective over you, spirit guides on my pile number ones, how they take this person's breath away, the person on their mind. We have weight of the world with boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. Although you are someone quite intuitive and empathetic and dreamy, you have a big heart. I feel like maybe you felt a lot of your life like you love much harder than the average person. I feel like you're very nurturing. You feel for a lot of people. But I feel like recently you have started remembering your power. You know, you started learning lessons surrounding boundaries and not carrying, other people's emotions, because since you're so empathetic, I feel like it's easy for you to sometimes become an energetic sponge and absorb other people's feelings, or, take on other people's feelings or emotions, or kind of like tend to them. You're a person that tends to other people, nurtures other people, but I feel like sometimes it can become unhealthy when we're always tending to those around us and their emotions, when they're in an emotional state, not pouring into ourselves first or tending to ourselves first. And then it's kind of like, it feels like letting go of like a hypervigilance around other people's moods and feelings, and letting them feel whatever they need to feel, because although that sometimes sounds selfish, we can't always be there for everyone or save everyone. And I feel like recently you've started having more boundaries within yourself, and you're a very protective, loyal, safe, and trustworthy person. This card wants to come out. And that's what people in your relationships know, in all your relationships. So when you have your boundaries, you're actually honoring yourself. And that actually honors them too, because when you're able to pour into yourself and then overflow onto others, it doesn't feel like you're drowning within that need to help others or be there for others. Does that make sense? It feels like it feels like you're coming into empowered empath energy. At the back of the deck, we have I Remember with Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. This is the Starseed Oracle deck, if I didn't mention that. So I feel like you're also stepping into your divine purpose with the I Remember card at the back of the deck. And as you do that, I feel like you're very close to your ancestors, or your ancestors send you a lot of messages. And wisdom to help you step into your fate. As you do that, this takes this person's breath away. So spirit guides in my pile number ones. We're getting one more card from the Messages from Mermaids Oracle. What about my pile number ones takes their breath away? We have solitude. I'm just covering here because at the back of the deck we have dive deep, but there's nudity on the card. Okay, we're now going to be using the Ethereal Visions Tarot. So spirit guides on my pile number ones, how they take the person on their mind's breath away. We have the World card showing up first. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, look at that. What was I saying? We have the Five of Cups. Okay. We have the Five of Swords. Interesting. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I felt a lot of watery energy in the beginning. And here we see earth energy. At the back of the deck we have the Hanged Man. So how you take their breath away, my pile number ones. You know, I still feel this celestial, dreamy energy from you in the way that you look. You know, you may be very physically ethereal looking in some way, like you're not completely from here. I feel like your big heart is something that also takes their breath away. Spirit is showing me the Star card clairvoyantly. You're like the star. You bring a lot of light into other people's lives, especially this person. For some reason, I'm seeing a laptop. I don't know what that has to do with. Maybe work or something for some of you. And then as I read Let It Go, I was hearing the song from Frozen, Let It Go, Let It Go. So that's a cute song coming through. And I said something about you being very connected to your inner child. So if you like Frozen, you know, that's coming through. But I feel what that song has to do with, you know, I'm seeing with the World card, I feel like you're also letting go of certain cycles where that is not your emotion to carry or to be engulfed into, you know. Because sometimes what happens here is, let's say someone projects a certain emotion onto us. I'm feeling the solar plexus chakra. And the solar plexus has to do with our self-worth. It has to do with the way we view ourselves, you know. And the light we shine out to the world. It's also dealing with our personal power. So the throat chakra and the solar plexus chakra are significant in the healing. Okay, and maybe also the heart. And I feel like what has happened here is perhaps some people have, you know, projected certain things onto you, either in your childhood or in your younger years or just in general, where I'm seeing 222 on the clock. Lots of synchronicities in this reading. Okay, where maybe like someone said something really mean to you, or maybe someone did something really bad to you with the Five of Swords here, where there's this feeling of betrayal, hurt. You know, like I feel like you're a very loyal person. So when people aren't loyal to you or don't treat you with the same love and care and nurturing you give out, I feel like maybe in your younger years or before in the past, it may have made you question your own worth and be like, you know, am I even worthy of love? Like, is it my fault this person did this to me or said this to me, you know? And I feel like it really disappointed you because you wouldn't have done that to them. I'm seeing Maddie and Cassie from Euphoria. I'm not sure if she said this to her, but like I'm seeing Maddie say to Cassie, you know, I wouldn't do this to you. How could you do this to me? Like, and her crying. So I feel like people that have betrayed your trust in some way, it's really disappointed you and hurt your heart in some way, because I feel like I said, you wouldn't do that to another person. And I feel like, sometimes when people do certain things to hurt us, we sometimes carry that pain for them, or we carry a part of, not for them, but like we carry a part of that pain with us through life. And I feel like you're sort of letting it go and being like, you know what, this is not mine to carry. If this person did this to me, they should be the one carrying this weight of this emotion. I should not be the one carrying it for them, because it was not my fault, And I feel a heart healing as I say that. So it's like you're letting go of those things and ending those cycles for good. I feel like some of you have been cutting out people from your life that aren't serving you anymore. You've been ending those cycles, getting rid of people like that in your life, because your heart is too big and too precious to have people around that don't appreciate that. And I feel like you took some time with the Hangman and the Solitude card to be alone, to reflect, to really figure out, what is it that I want around me? What types of people do I want around me? Took some time for your own healing to go within. It's almost like the Hermit card. Like you're going within, you're healing, you're putting the pieces of your heart back together and healing your self-worth, but building it back up from the ground, And I feel like what I'm trying to get to here, the point I'm trying to get to here is, if you were at a place where you were low in self-esteem once, and now you have healed and built it up, even if you're not quite there yet, that is progress. Like, this person's seeing your progress. That's taking their breath away. And the fact that you've been able to end those cycles in your life, heal from that past pain and disappointment, and take some time for yourself for healing, that takes a lot of emotional intelligence to do. To not just, sweep our emotions under the rug and put a smile on our face and move forward, but actually take the time to pour into ourselves and heal. And it also takes a lot to be alone, during that time period, and be okay with being in solitude. So all of this shows bravery and courage to go deep within to your emotions, and even in the Solitude card, she's sitting at the bottom of the ocean, So you've gone deep within, and this is what blows this person's mind away. I don't know why I'm saying blows this person's mind away, but that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. It doesn't just take their breath away, it blows this person's mind away. I feel like you've taken time to see, things in a different perspective of, oh, okay, this is what I want. These are not the types of people I want or experiences I want in my life anymore. This is what I want. And you're building towards that and creating that. And I also feel like with your own success and your dreams and your manifestations, it's like you haven't let the past hold you back. It's like, this is the life I want to create and build. I'm going to put in the action and the work and plant that seed, water that seed, nurture it until it grows into a harvest. And I feel like you have a lot of good luck with your manifestations here, because we see a depiction of grapes in the Nine of Pentacles, and grapes represent good luck. And here we see a harvest of blessings of the work you have put in. So if it's not here yet, this person sees you moving towards that, because you're consistent with what you're doing and you're moving towards it in a perspective of slow and steady wins the race. You don't mind waiting for those blessings to come through, for those dreams to come through, because you know that if I'm really building towards something, it's not about the outcome, it's about the journey, and trusting and surrendering that whatever work I put in is going to come back to me. And even if it doesn't come back immediately, what I've seen with people where they put in a lot of work and it doesn't come back immediately, I always see that their blessings are much bigger than the average person because they're waiting a lot longer. So this is what I see in your reading. This is how you take their breath away. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this Tiger's Eye crystal and the card Truth, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and how you take their breath away. So I'm seeing in terms of physical appearances, how you take their breath away. I'm looking at the mermaid here and her hair looks very silky, smooth, shiny, soft, and healthy. And I'm seeing in terms of like physical appearances, regardless of your gender, I see an athletic build, or you just look very physically fit, or you look very healthy and glowy. Even if you are not physically fit in the way that you look healthy and glowy. So that's what I'm seeing here. And some of you could have, more of like a tan skin or a darker skin, but there's something about your skin that looks very beautiful, soft, smooth. And you also have a very beautiful face. Here we see her having blue eyes, so maybe some of you have blue eyes, but it doesn't have to be. There's something about your eyes that make you stand out, and you just have very beautiful facial features that takes this person's breath away. I feel like what about you that takes this person's breath away is that you are grounded within your own truth, within the knowing of, this is who I am. I'm showing up in the world as me, as my authentic self. And no one's going to tell me this is who you are. And if it's like not true, it's kind of like I watched a reel where someone was like, I can't remember who it was, a long while ago, where someone was like, if someone tells you something about yourself and you get upset at it, then we need to look within and find out if we think there is some truth to what they say. And if there is no truth to what they say, then we shouldn't hold on to it. Because if someone tells you the sky is pink, are you going to argue with them? Are you going to get upset, And I feel you being in that energy of like not giving a F about other people's opinions or what they have to say. You live in your truth authentically. You speak your truth authentically. You express yourself the way you want in the world, and you're grounded within your sense of self, or at least you're getting there, and you're getting there to the place where you're able to speak your truth without worrying about what the other person may think. Because when we're able to be our true authentic selves, even if certain people don't like us when we're like that, that just means we're not their cup of tea. But one thing I've learned is if you have to pretend for someone to like you, then they don't really like you. Why bother with people like that when we can be in the world, be ourselves, shine bright within that, and attract people that like that and feel similar to us, or even if they're not similar to us, they like that trait and quality about us, and appreciate that within us. So I'm now going to take a look at your other cards. We're going to be using the Starseed Oracle deck first. So spirit guides on my pile number 2s, how they take the person on their mind's breath away. We have Earth pulsing with Pulse of the Mother, Slow Down, Time and Nature. I just felt something about the energies of family. So some of you are healing ancestral wounds, whereas some of you have family wounds that you are currently healing, where you're learning to be in your own truth. Okay, whereas others of you don't relate to any of that, and you love family. You're a very family orientated person. Maybe you are a mother or father, because here we see Pulse of the Mother. Okay, and I guess it just depends on the person watching. So take what resonates. We have perspective with none of this matters, zoom out, common ground at the back of the deck. So spirit guides, we're going to be using the messages from Mermaid's Oracle. I just saw the number 515 as an angel number. So spirit guides on my pile, number 2s, how they take the person on their mind's breath away. We have communication. At the back of the deck, we have light. We're now going to be using the Ethereal Visions Tarot. 555 on the clock, so we see a lot of 5s. So spirit guides on my pile, number 2s. Not on the clock, on the timer, sorry. How they take the person on their mind's breath away. We have the Star. Oh my gosh, you're showing up as a star, and at the back of the other deck we had light. We have the Two of Cups. I just heard the word alignment. We have the Four of Wands. Okay, I understand what that means. We have the High Priestess. Ooh, this is my intuitive pile. And lastly, we have the Knight of Cups. The Lovers also wants to pop out. And at the back of the deck, we have the Fool. So I actually have a lot of messages coming through and signs and synchronicities all at once. But maybe this is how this person feels when they're around you. Like they have a lot of things they want to talk about to you at once. Like very much like getting excited about it. And you know how I said I heard the word alignment, and I'm seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities in your reading. Maybe this is how this person feels about you. I'm hearing like there's something about you that feels fated, that feels destined, that feels like this is meant to be. Maybe this person receives a lot of signs and synchronicities, or just has that inner knowing, that feeling like this is meant to be. So I was seeing the number 1221, I think. Yeah, 1221. And then I was seeing the number 333. And then I was seeing the number 222. So what I take from that, 222 means that this person maybe sees you as like the right person they're meant to be with, you know, the one. Or, you know, I'm not just saying this to make you feel good inside, but I mean, we have the Four of Wands here. The Lovers card also wanted to come out with a depiction of a couple getting married. So I think this person sees you as their person, you know. And if you don't feel that way, then maybe this is not your pile, but there is this feeling of like this feels meant to be, this feels fated in some way with your connection. This feels like a very soulful spiritual connection in their eyes, and that's something that takes their breath away. Maybe they receive a lot of signs and synchronicities too. I'm seeing you two bond over specific things you two like. But back to the angel numbers, you see the messages are coming all at once. Maybe this is what this person feels around you. 333 represents support from you, their angels, their guides, your angels, your guides. So I feel like also 333 represents growth and expansion. So I feel like how you've grown within your own life, which we'll speak more about in depth in a minute, is something that takes their breath away. How you've grown and expanded, and they feel like they can grow and expand with you as a result of that. How you support them within their own life takes their breath away. How you're so loyal with the dog here takes their breath away. How you're so truthful, trustworthy, and honest, you know, that takes their breath away. I saw the number 1221. So I'm just reading about 1221 online. It says it's a reminder sent from our guardian angels to keep a positive outlook even in times of change. This number is a number of healing and sweet self-beliefs, a sure sign that if we nurture balance, grounding, and gratitude, so crazy because we have the tiger's eye, which is a grounding crystal, we will get through whatever challenges come our way. So I feel with that number we saw, maybe you are that reminder to them that always helps them keep positive, even in times of change, havoc, stressful times. You know, you're that light at the end of the tunnel to them. You're that light in the darkness to them. You're very uplifting to them, and this is what takes their breath away. You help them feel grounded. And since you are so balanced and grounded within your own life, that helps them kind of slow down and experience the moment, you know. I feel like you're someone that is very present right now. Maybe you haven't always been that way, because I feel like you're quite intuitive and quite up in those higher realms, but I feel like for some of you, you have always been like that, whereas for others of you, you had to learn to become more grounded, become more present in each moment, not worry too much about the future or the past, but just be here now and experience now, and not think about doing too much, but just being. So the star is this representation of having one foot on earth and one foot in the water, which is a representation of being connected to the spiritual realms and earth at the same time. So I see that. And also healing. So it's funny that we see that. I feel like you've healed within your own journey from not so easy things, but that's taken a lot of courage. Some of you may be drawn to pile 1. If you are, then that's a sign. If not, it's okay. But I feel like I'm feeling the solar plexus energies, and I said that to pile 1. So if you were drawn, I highly recommend you watch that reading. Okay, so I was talking about something about like you having similar interests. I feel that energy, and I'm seeing 222 again. There's so many synchronicities in this reading. I feel like I was tasting biltong, which is a South African delicacy. I'm from South Africa, if you didn't know. But yeah, maybe even like you two just bond over food. It doesn't have to be the food I mentioned, but I was just tasting that. And or maybe you two bond over certain things you both like. So I feel like I'm seeing sports, I'm seeing music, arts, I'm seeing movies, I'm seeing like time in nature, of course here, hikes, travel. There's something you bond over that you both like. And I may not say exactly what it is for all of you, but that's something that takes their breath away. I feel like as I'm talking a lot about your connection, and not just you, but I see it as like the reason it's coming through this way is because this person doesn't see you as two separate people. They see you as one and the same. Okay? What about you takes their breath away? You have a lot of healing energy, a lot of spiritual gifts, and I feel like you've opened up to them a lot. And you're not afraid to show that to the whole world. You know, you're not afraid to show your gifts, your talents, who you are to the whole world. Because like I said in the beginning, if people don't like you for you, then there's the door. I mean, every time I say that, I hear that sound that's like on Instagram. There's the door, bitch. Excuse my language, but that's what I heard. And I feel like there is this kind of courageous energy to you where you're courageous and confident to show yourself to the world. And I feel like you have courage to face your fears, to face the things that hold you down. And as you do that, you hold more light and more and more and more light. I feel like you have and you understand the duality of life, and you're very balanced within both energies, the yin and the yang, the dark and the light. But the more you're able to heal and recognize and nurture that shadow and nurture the wounds within you, and pour into yourself, the more you're able to hold more light. And I feel like this person sees you as a person with a lot of light, a person that shines brightly in the world. They see you as someone that's going to be recognized for your spiritual gifts or for a lot of the talents you have. And they feel like you have a lot of star qualities that you may not even fully see within yourself. They feel like you have a lot of potential within your own life that you may not fully see. Okay? This person sees you as quite a grounded, peaceful person, and you help them just slow down and experience the moment, like I said before. And that to them is seen as very beautiful. Your energy reminds me of like a waterfall as I look here and here. Like very peaceful, very much like soothing. Okay? I'm seeing signs Aquarius here. I'm seeing Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm seeing earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This may be your signs or their signs. Maybe also fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Okay? What also takes their breath away is because, you know how I was speaking about like this feeling faded? I feel like this person sees you as the type of person they've longed for a really long time. It's kind of like they feel very hopeless romantic over you, and that takes their breath away because it's like, it feels like a dream come true. I'm hearing that song that's like, dreams can come true. Look here, baby, I'm with you. Something like that. And with the Four Wands and that Lovers with the depiction of marriage, I feel like this person sees you as marriage material, or some of you are already married to this person, or some of you will get married to them in the future, possibly. Remember, the future is not set in stone, or this is what they want. So I feel like with this shape of the key here, this person sees a future with you, sees a key to something with you, because you've grown within your own life and they feel like they can grow with you. They feel like all your traits and qualities match up to what they want, to what they've envisioned for themselves. And it feels like a manifestation come to fruition, or, a dream come true, And I feel like this person is ready to go and leap into the future with you, take that leap of faith. They feel like ever since you've come into their life, it's like the sun is coming back out. Hope is coming back out, And I feel like you're on a journey now where you're able to pour into yourself and overflow onto others and the person you love. And I feel like they just want to pour into you. They just want to give you love. I feel like your gifts and talents also are something that really takes their breath away. And the way you communicate, somehow you just know the right things to say. Somehow you just know the right things to do to lift this person's spirits up, to give them light, to give them love, And there's something about your communication coming through here, how you've been able to have certain conversations with them. And I feel like you're able to bring excitement into their life with your conversations, and help them see a higher perspective that they've never seen before, because you're so connected to your intuition. I really feel like you show this person a different perspective of life they've never seen before. And I feel like this is my pile of people that are very loving souls. You love to embrace love and embrace the beautiful things you're seeing within your life. You don't hold back. And I feel like, animals and children are just very drawn to you. You probably love animals and children, and you have a very caring heart for others and for the world, I feel like you're probably that type of person that wants to be in service to the world and help the world in some way. And you're someone that, views the world and views life with this optimism, even through challenging moments. It's like, we can get through this. We can overcome this, So this is what I see in your reading, my pile number 2s. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose the Sodalite crystal and the Re-Energize card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how you take their breath away. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Straight away, I'm feeling the throat chakra energies and a clearing here. So I feel like also the root chakra, clearing of the throat chakra and the root chakra. And I'm feeling this energy of, coming back to self and feeling safe enough to speak our truth, feeling safe enough to set boundaries, feeling safe enough to express ourselves, not just express our truth, but express ourselves in the world and say, oh, this is me, this is who I like, and not feel like weird for saying that, and not feel like we should hide ourselves, and show ourselves to the world. Because I'm looking at this image here, and I'm also feeling the solar plexus energy. So some of you may have been drawn to pile 1. I'm looking at, her in the deep dark sea, and this little creature behind her that's kind of camouflaging. And I feel like you're learning to not camouflage yourself anymore, because I feel like you're someone that really stands out. But because maybe you've had certain people around you in your own life that have projected onto you or made you feel weird for you just being you, or made you feel like just like you don't belong there, I feel like you're learning to let go of those thoughts and memories and beliefs, because I feel like you're someone that truly shines. I feel like you're someone that's truly meant to stand out within your uniqueness, and I feel like you're learning to come back to the surface and show who you are. Like, I'm seeing the Little Mermaid, the new version of her with Halle Bailey. Sorry if I'm saying her name wrong. Anyways, like, I just feel like, in that movie at the end, it showed the depiction of all the mermaids coming out of the water and not hiding themselves. And I feel like that's you right now. You're learning to not hide yourself from the world or from others anymore, and show who you truly are, and stand tall and courageous and brave within who you are, and be like, okay, this is who I am. If you don't like that, then bye. Some of you may also relate to pile 2, because I said that to them. And yeah, this is what I feel from your energy. I feel like you've created some kind of movement within your own life, but also within others' lives. This is really annoying, but there's like a person next door that keeps locking their doors, like their car doors. Maybe there's something about a car and movement here. Maybe you physically moved, or you're creating a lot of movement within your life that is being heard or seen by others, where it's like, how I heard the car noise the whole time over and over and over and over? It's like that. It's like so big where other people either see it or hear it, like the movement you're creating within your own life. Okay, so now we're going to be using the Starseed Oracle deck. So spirit guides on my pile number 3s. How they take the person on their mind's breath away. We have deep cellular healing with Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. You're seen as very angelic to this person, very much like a pure soul. I'm hearing the song Yes to Heaven by Lana Del Rey. So we have Breath of the Cosmos at the back of the deck with My Will to Thy Will, micromanaging the universe. And I feel the energy of manifestations with that card. So yes, some of you could definitely be drawn to pile 1 as well. So spirit guides on my pile 3s. How they take the person on their mind's breath away. We have light. Beautiful. And we have gratitude at the back of the deck. So we're now going to be using the Ethereal Visions Tarot. So spirit guides on my pile number 3s. How they take the person on their mind's breath away. We have the 5 of Cups. And I feel like this is what you're healing from. I'm hearing not letting how other people have treated you or what they've said to you, the disappointment of that cloud your vision, cloud how you see yourself and how you see the world you want to create with the manifestations. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Emperor. We have the Ten of Swords. And we have the King of Swords. So I'm hearing that song Love Me Harder by Ariana Grande. And for some reason I'm also hearing 34 plus 35 by her. So maybe one of you here like her music. I don't know why 2 songs of hers are coming up. At the back of the deck we have the Page of Cups. So in terms of physical appearances, like with you, like I said, a very heavenly angelic energy you embody. Like this person sees you as an angel. They see you as someone with a lot of light, very cosmic and angelic, you know, very heavenly. You know, like when you eat, well, I'm seeing a vision of Narnia, like when he's eating Turkish delight, and it's like so heavenly to him. Like I'm seeing that. And I feel like you, even like your aura has a lot of light. If I had to see your aura, it's probably a very pure aura. You're a pure soul. And that shows through in the way you look. There's like this innocence to the way you look, but there's also a seduction here at the same time. So it's like you can embody both energies depending on what you want to, the energy you want to exude in your physical appearance. So, by the way, this is not an 18 plus reading, but I'm hearing a song that could be considered that. So if you're not over the age of 18, I'm going to give you a few seconds to skip over this part. Okay, so I heard that song that's like cute face, big titties. What? Cute face, nice titties? What? Something like that. A nice what? I don't know what that song's even. A cute face. I hope you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what that song is even. I don't think I've ever really heard that song, but I was just hearing that, like, but I'm not hearing it clearly. So if you know that song, just let me know down in the comments. But like, you have a cuteness to your face and to your appearance, but also a seductiveness and sexiness to this person. Spirit is showing me the energies of the rose in terms of your physical appearance and the energy you embody. The energy of the rose is very much like beauty, romance. You could have a romantic essence to you as well. And like that type of romantic, you know, sensual energy. So that's what the rose represents. And Venusian energy, the softness. I feel like you embody softness, to your energy, but also your physical appearance. Your skin could be very soft. You could have a soft appearance, you know, soft features. Does that make sense? Soft hair, soft touch. There's something very soft about you. Okay, and I'm seeing this person's really drawn to your hair. Like, they think your hair is very beautiful. They think your eyes are very beautiful, and they think your lips and your smile is very beautiful. And if someone here has rosy cheeks or cute cheeks, there's something about that. But they also find your body quite sexy. So that's something that takes their breath away. Also, your voice is very beautiful, and if you ever do certain hairstyles, or I'm seeing someone here, you know, want to wear something and then ask their person, like, should I wear this or this? And like them giving that input is sweet to them, like you asking them for that. I'm seeing like you're sweet like honey. Spirit is showing me a honeycomb, and honeycombs also represent the heart chakra. I feel like you are very connected to your heart. That's something that really takes their breath away, how much of a big heart you have. I feel like you also have quite an amazing fashion style, sense of fashion, sense of style. Like your style in music, your taste, and your taste in food, your taste in different kind of things is seen as very mwah. I'm hearing mwah like that. Yeah. I feel like you're also someone that, because you embody all this light and because you have all this celestial and cosmic energy, I feel like you have a very mystical, magical energy to you. And I feel like you've maybe not had that many lifetimes on Earth. I feel like you've had many lifetimes elsewhere, like in the cosmos, around many different dimensions. Maybe you've even lived lives as angels, and you're used to that kind of scenery of being up in those higher realms. So Earth is maybe something that's not so familiar to some of you. Maybe not all of you will resonate with that, but I'm seeing that as a message for some. And I feel like you're also learning to appreciate your time on Earth, because I feel like your soul came here for a reason. Maybe that's not part of the reading, but your soul came here to experience life, the physicality of being human, being able to experience the pleasure of being human. But I feel like you're someone with an amazing manifestation skill due to this ability to be so mystical, and I feel like you're learning to show that side of you to the world more, and not be scared of showing it. I'm seeing maybe some of you had a witch wound in a past life, and like you're learning to show that spiritual side of you more to the world as well. And because you're someone that also embodies a lot of gratitude and all this, like I said, manifestation comes to you quickly, because when you're in those higher realms, you just think of something and it comes to you by the click of a finger. So as a result of that, I feel like you're very driven when it comes to your goals and when it comes to the things you want to bring in terms of manifestations. And I feel like pile number 1, you're a dreamer. You're someone that thinks big. You're someone that thinks outside of the box, and you're someone that dreams big. No goal, no dream is too big for you. That's something that takes this person's breath away, because although it may seem to some as if you are impatiently chasing your goals, to this person it seems like you're driven. It seems like you're curious towards life and towards the life you want to create for yourself. And I feel like you've also been on your own internal healing journey, where you've been healing from sadness, from pain, from life throwing hurdles at you, from this feeling of like being knocked down. And I feel like you're also learning to not speak to yourself in a way that knocks you down 10 times harder when life knocks you down. I feel like you're learning to speak to yourself in a way that's uplifting, the same way you provide that to others. So your uplifting quality, I'm seeing the number 1818. Your uplifting qualities towards others takes this person's breath away. But since you're learning to do that towards yourself and speak kinder towards yourself, even in moments when you feel low, that is something that is taking this person's breath away. Because I feel like although you were in that energy before, you're learning to love yourself deeper. You're learning to be kinder to yourself. And I feel like you have a very youthful energy to you. You're not someone that takes life too seriously. And I don't see it as like a careless energy. I'm seeing it more so as a playful, free-spirited energy, where yes, you are stable. I mean, you're showing up as the Emperor here. You have intelligence. You're showing up as the King of Swords. However, you also want to enjoy the experience of life. We're not here to take life so seriously. I mean, we're literally on a floating rock, So this is the energy I feel, because you're so lighthearted and like that type of energy of like being so free spirited, that also takes this person's breath away, because it reminds this person, you know, life flies by so quickly if we spend all our time worrying and stressing and being like, and so, you know, we're not really going to enjoy the moment. I feel like you're teaching this person to enjoy the moment more and to let their inner child come out more, because I feel like you're very connected to your inner child. And I feel like you're also on a self-worth journey where you're learning your worth and you're learning to remove yourself from people's lives that disappoint you, that treat you like crap. I'm hearing, sorry for my language, but I'm hearing that. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it, you know. Maybe you're learning to not sugarcoat it. I mean, you chose the Sodalite. You're learning to say it as it is. Learning to speak your truth. And that's something that inspires this person. Because the more you do that, the more sure of yourself you are. And the more sure of yourself, the more you're going to attract people that respect you. You know, because one thing I've learned is when we speak up for ourselves, people can see it in our aura. It doesn't have to be spoken, but people can see it energetically, even if they're not intuitive, you know. And I feel like you're learning to be more firm within your boundaries and be like, no, don't treat me like this, treat me like this. And that's maybe why I heard the song, If You Want to Keep Me, You've Got to Love Me Harder, by Ariana Grande, because I recently watched a reel this morning, actually, when I was about to do this reading, and the lady was like, if you want an angel, well, she was talking about women, but she was saying like, if you want a woman that's an angel, you have to provide heaven for her. If you provide, well, angels aren't supposed to live in hell, you know, that's what she said in that. So I feel like you're learning to also see yourself as worthy of that beautiful treatment that you deserve, you know, as a human being. And that's also something that takes this person's breath away, because the more you're doing that, I feel like you just inspire this person. That's the word I'm hearing, inspiration. You're an inspiration to this person in terms of your own life journey, because your life hasn't been easy, yet you're one of the most people that have gratitude. You know, this person will see other people have everything and get everything so easily, yet be so ungrateful, yet they see you living a life that wasn't necessarily easy, but still having gratitude for what you do have and still growing from that, and seeing it as an opportunity to grow and heal. So this is what I see in your reading. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!